Hi Chargers, it's Miss G again. I'm so excited to come back this week with another story to read to you. Before I get started into this week's story, it's really important that you've already watched Coach Leela's video from the Poetry Project Day 5 about feelings. So if you haven't already, please pause this video, or you can just close it and come back to it later. Go watch Coach Leela's video, and then when you're finished, come back to mine. Okay, so this week, Coach Leela has been talking to us about how poets can show instead of tell when they're expressing feelings. And in this week's book, I'd like you to pay attention, close attention to how this week's author has used poet's vision and description of objects, actions, and moments to show the feeling of the story instead of telling. Now, from the title of the story, I think it's going to be kind of obvious what feeling it is that they're trying to describe. The story is called Love by Matt de la Peña. However, in the story, you might find that there are different kinds of love and different ways that love can be experienced. So, as I'm reading with your poet's brain and your poet's vision, I want you to think about how this author uses description of objects and actions and moments to express what kind of love these characters in the story are experiencing, and how maybe you can use that also when you're writing your own poetry. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the story. This week's story. This week's story is called Love by Matt de la Peña. I'm actually going to go back for a moment so you can see the cover of the story. Love by Matt de la Peña, illustrated by Lauren Long. Love. Remember, as I'm reading the story, we're paying close attention to how Matt de la Peña expresses love by showing us with objects, actions, and moments, description, instead of just telling us what love is. In the beginning, there is light, and two wide-eyed figures standing near the foot of your bed, and the sound of their voices is love. A cab driver plays love softly on his radio, while you bounce and back with the bumps of the city, and everything smells new, and it smells like life. Love, too, is the smell of crashing waves and a train whistling blindly in the distance. And each night, the sky above your trailer turns the color of love. In a crowded concrete park, you toddle towards summer sprinklers while older kids skip rope and run up the slide. And soon you are running among them, and the echo of your laughter is love. On the night the fire alarm blares, you're pulled from sleep and whisked into the street, where a quiet old lady is pointing to the sky. Stars shine long after they flamed out, she tells you, and the shine they shine with is love. But it's not only stars that flame out, you discover. It's summers too, and friendships, and people. One day you find your family nervously huddled around the TV, but when you ask what happened, they answer with silence and shift between you and the screen. In your dream that night, you are searching for a love that seems lost. You open and close drawers, lift cushions, empty old toy bins, but there's nothing. You wake with a start in the arms of a loved one who bends to your ear and whispers, "It's okay, it's okay, it's love." And in time, you learn to recognize a love overlooked, a love that wakes at dawn and rides to work on the bus, a slice of burned toast that tastes like love. And it's love in each deep crease of your grandfather's face as he lowers himself onto an overturned bucket to fish. And it's love in the rustling leaves of gnarled trees lined behind the flower fields. And it's love in the made-up stories your uncles tell in the backyard between wild horseshoe throws. And the man in rags outside the subway station plays love notes that lift into the sky like tiny beacons of light. And the face staring back in the bathroom mirror, this too is love. So when the time comes for you to set off on your own, heavy winds will sweep past your building and great gray clouds will congregate above. Your loved ones will stand there like puddles beneath their umbrellas, holding you tight and kissing you and wishing you luck. But it won't be luck that you'll leave with, because you'll have love. You'll have love, love, love. And that is the end of the story. Now, before we finish up for today, I want you to stop and think. What was an image or a description that you heard in the story that really stuck with you, that really connected with you? For me, I'm going to go back to page 19. It was this page where the description really made me stop and think. I'm going to read this one more time. As I read this, let's think about what Matt de la Peña wrote, what he's describing, what words he's using to express love on this page. It says, and in time you learn to recognize a love overlooked. Overlooked means it has not been noticed before. So you learn to recognize a love that has not been noticed before. A love that wakes at dawn and rides to work on the bus. A slice of burned toast that tastes like love. Thinking about those words, I'm also looking at the picture. And I can see here, the boy is looking out the window. And I'm thinking that the love that they speaks about, that wakes up at dawn and rides to work on the bus, must be this person here. And I know dawn is really early in the morning. I can tell it's snowing outside. So it seems like this person, who I assume is close to the boy, maybe a father or grandfather or brother or an uncle, is waking up really early and going to work in the cold. And the author is describing this for a reason. He's describing this action of this man going out early in the morning in the snow as showing love. The other thing on this page that the author is using to describe love is a slice of burned toast. And looking at the picture, I can see this person right here also connected the boy, who seems to have some orange juice here. And on this plate, I'm assuming it's the burned toast. And when I hear the description, I can kind of taste the burned toast and I can kind of smell the burned toast. So the author is using my 5 senses to really get me to feel that. What is it about this burned toast that might be showing love? The author chose these descriptions for a reason. Why do you think Matt de la Peña chose to describe love like this? I wouldn't normally think about love smelling or tasting like burned toast. But there was a reason why, with his poet's vision, he saw this, he felt this, and he expressed it to us. So how can you use your poet's vision and your feelings and your description of actions, objects, and moments to to express feelings to us. How can you use that in your poetry? Now, this is a book, and just like in Coach Leela's example in her video, she is zoomed in on one thing. She zoomed in on the example of her mom showing love by freezing hot chocolate. So each of these pages, even parts of these pages, we could zoom in and create a whole poem out of. So think about how you can use what Coach Leela has shown us, what the author Matt Peña has demonstrated, to create your own poetry that's showing, not just telling about these feelings. Right? I'll see you soon.